Hello and thank you for joining us on Chasing the Dollar, brought to you by TAB Sportsbet. Ben Damon with you as always, joined this week by the face of Wentworth Park. 10 new bowlers away, so Ronnie steps into the breach. G'day mate, thanks for coming along. It's going well at Wenny at the moment.
Yeah, certainly good Christmas crowds, Ben, and let's just hope Mother Nature's a bit kind over the next few weeks. The weather's been a bit mixed everywhere in Sydney and it's been a bit cooler than for a summertime.
Yeah, she's been a bit difficult to deal with of late, Mother Nature, that is for sure. Let's get straight into the action here on Chasing the Dollar. We'll cross over to TAB Sportsbet's Matt Jenkins to get the latest on greyhound racing.
Yeah, thanks Ben. Well, we had the Summer Cup last Saturday night there at Wentworth Park, and I can tell you a plunge come unstuck only just there. Key to Eden, which led for most of the way, $10, jumped $5.50 fixed odds. Couldn't get the cash with the favourite there, Zipping Lad winning as well. Got some good races coming up too. The Group 2 Puppy Classic as well, operating fixed odds on that, as well as the Hobart 1,000 Guineas, the heats, betting fixed odds. They'll be up around 10-15 minutes before the races there, so looking forward to that one as well. And I can tell you, take note of Ron's tips coming up. In the quaddy legs on Saturday night, there's a jackpot of $30,000 in the pool. That is for New South Wales customers, so it should be a very big week coming up, and looking forward to, of course, racing there at Wentworth Park on Saturday night.
Okay, we'll have 4 quaddy legs this Saturday night at Wentworth Park. The 4 heats of the Christmas gift. A nice little race too, some good dogs going around. Ronnie, we'll get into race number 5, the first of them. One of my favourite dogs, Fancy Dean, goes around here. Is that your tip?
Yeah, it's got to be Ben off box number 1. I suppose everyone was surprised that the greyhound was run down last week by Callamack Kid, but you know, things happen in racing, and I would just imagine this week Wally will have the greyhound absolutely primed and off the red. 29.68's a PB at the track, and there's nothing else will get close to that if it can get a clear run early.
Okay, what are your placings?
Look, Shenzhou Boy shows a bit of pace early, and you've got to be very impressed by Midnight Capers, who came off a consolation win in the Bathurst Saddle race earlier this week. So it's a greyhound on the improve. It's got a ton of pace and ton of ability, but I just think that the red sitting up there, Fancy Dean, will be too good for the others.
Certainly the one to beat, Fancy Dean, in race number 5. The second leg of the quaddie is race number 6, Ronnie. A nice little race, this one, plenty of chances.
Yeah, certainly definitely a few chances. I suppose off the back of its win last week, Callamack Kid has got to be right into the mix again. Young Snoz was just so impressive last Saturday night again, and Jason Mackay's kennel is absolutely flying. And Oaks Road is an interesting runner, Ben. Been taking on a lot of good dogs down in Victoria. It's been through the Top Gun Melbourne Cup Series. There's a little bit of a step back in grade, so it just depends on how Marquette's got the greyhound going. But the 1 and the 7 are definitely probably the prime tips, but I wouldn't leave out Oaks Road.
So the 1 on top?
Yeah, 1 on top, just off his run last week, running down Fancy Dean. If you tip Fancy Dean, you've got to tip Callamack Kid.
Yep, race 6, we're going the red again. Okay, race number 7 is the third of our heats of the Christmas gift. Now, there'll be a short one here coming out of the red, but Ronnie, you like another one here?
Well, I must admit, Noble Pedro sitting up there in box 1 always gets great support. I just don't know, Ben, whether box number 1 is his best alley. You know, he's run exceptionally fast time there at Wenny, but there's some very speedy dogs early. A greyhound like Shady's Lesson, she runs an incredible first clip, and, you know, could bring a dog like Undisputed Doss right into the race, who's just been going huge there for Andy Lord. I just think the 5 and the 6 coming across will just crowd up the red, and Noble Pedro, once he sort of gets into that little bit of a bunch, he ducks to the outside and he could create a little bit of carnage there. So, you know, from a punting perspective, I wouldn't be taking anywhere near the short odds that I think will get dished up for Noble Pedro. I think the value in the race is really going to be Shady's Lesson, but again, if Undisputed Doss gets a clear cut across, sits on a hammer, he'd probably finish too well. So between 5 and 6, I think there's a bit of value for quaddie players.
Yeah, it looks like it. So the 5 on top, but keep something on the 6. The fourth and final heat of the Christmas gift is race number 8, and plenty of chances here again.
Yeah, certainly, Ben. I think obviously Prince Diablo will open up the favourite. Again, a greyhound with exceptional talent. Can do a few things wrong in his early part of the races, and there is a bit of speed here again. Adam Leeway's one greyhound that has just been going super there for Anthony Azzopardi. Bogey King's another one for Ryan Eyre down from Queensland, a greyhound that just goes well. And again, young Pringle's dog there, Gunda Booker up in the fence, a very, very promising young fella. So Prince Diablo, if he steps clean, he'll win the race. There's no doubt about that. But if he misses it, there's plenty going to happen around him. I think Bogey King and also Adam Leeway are probably the valued 2 runners in the race.
All right, so you're going the Queenslander on top?
Yeah, well, let one of the interstaters can have a bit of victory to celebrate Christmas.
All right, Bogey King on top in the final leg of the quaddie. All right, Ronnie, you've given us plenty at value for Saturday night. Give us your best of the night.
Oh, look, obviously I think Fancy Dean Ben's going to be the number one pick. For quaddie players that want to invest a little bit, I'd have him as the standout dog in the first leg. If he gets beat, well, then you go to the bar and enjoy the rest of it. But, there's plenty of value. I think Shady's lesson, as box 5 seems a bogey box with a lot of dogs, she's just one greyhound that loves to ping from the middle trap. So I just think at a bit of odds, should be 7 or 8 to 1. So I think she'll run a big race for Owen Langley.
Could be a big night for you if those big ones get up, that is for sure. Let's get back to TAB Sportsbet's Matt Jenkins. Take us through everything that's happening in sport.
Well, we've got some big jackpots coming up this weekend. Of course, they're racing at Rosehill and Flemington. We've got a cross-meeting Big Six jackpot for New South Wales customers. $290,000 in the pool, so that's going to be massive come the start of the races there, the Big Six. And also the Big Six there, $60,000 on the Flemington meeting. That is for Victorian customers. Looking forward to the sport in Australia. Wrapping up, hopefully, the series gets underway on Friday at Hobart. Betting live on a stack of different markets from 10:30 a.m. and a very good special on Ricky Ponting. I can tell you he's had 10 knocks there. He averages 82. A few not outs in there, but we're going to give you your money back in the most runs market there for Australia if he doesn't score at least 20 runs. So well worth having a crack at. He is the equal favourite there with Michael Clark at the moment. A stack of other sport going on as well. A-League, EPL, as always, some big games coming up too. And for harness fans, the Inter-Dominion markets, they'll be up very, very shortly. So make sure you check those out as well at tab.com.au. Call us on 133 390 or pop into your local TAB.
Thank you very much, Matt. Well, Ronnie, if you get up here with some of these big odds winners, we might invite you back next week.
That'll be great, Ben, and let's hope Christmas is good for all of us. We've got a bit to spend with.
Yeah, we certainly will. If they get up, we'll talk to you next time on Chasing the Dollar.